All praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem HaKadosh, the balance of Apostle Elder, the great millstone, the told me this 100% truth of who well. Citations to the Yakim out there pushing the truth with all sincerity in which they lies to do so. Citations to the hopeful elect that are scattered among the four corners of the earth that believe in the truth, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Shalom. This is Jeremiah 30:7, which reads, At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, and that's the times that we're fastly approaching. You know, we're at the end of Esau Edom, the so-called white man's kingdom. And the Lord is going to bring upon Jacob's trouble, which is going to be a trial of all the nations, not just, Jacob, you know what I'm saying? You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's not a trial unto you only, but unto all the nations and, all the heathens as well. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to bring great judgment, in that day of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? To Jacob and the other heathen nations alone as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be, appointed unto Jacob alone, but it's going to be appointed to all, you know, uh, the nations, other heathen nations as well, because it's going to be a time that the whole world's going to have to face the hour of temptation and whatnot, and you know, um, it's only appointed to Jacob to be saved out of it. So those are of the lineage of Jacob, in the flesh and in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Who the Lord has appointed it to, you know, mainly the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be saved out of these times. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, He got uh, is set up for many of His people to be judged. You know what I'm saying? You know, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, has been set up for judgment, and the 1/3 is that elect. You know what I'm saying? That is going to be saved out of it. You know what I'm saying? But more people on this side in Babylon of the nation of Israel is going to be judged. Because 2/3 is greater than 1/3. So this is Jeremiah. It says judgment must come. This was a previous judgment, but as you know, that the Lord said that the things are written before time are written for our learning. You know what I'm saying? So we know that the Lord play off of things that we had done in the past, and we know how He operates by reading our history and see how He done things in the past. So the Lord don't change, like how He judges. He still judge you. You know what I'm saying? With great judgment. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, for punishment, because in all our captivities, you know what I'm saying, we go into captivity because we go off in the Lord, and every time the Lord rescue us, we fall back into our old ways of idol worship, and partaking upon the ways of the heathen, and the Lord give us judgment for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's no different in this captivity. You know, uh, you know, we're paying for falling after plantation Christianity, or whatever false religion that you believe in, besides the truth of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know what I'm saying? And if you're still trapped in that mind state, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be judged. You're going to feel the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai, because that's what's been appointed to you. And those are the elect. They're going to turn to the Lord, and they're going to be saved out of it. So this is Jeremiah 15:1, which reads, Then saith the Lord unto me, Though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity Yeah, so the Lord has appointed certain judgment to certain people in this in the time of judgment. You know what I'm saying? For the time to the Lord has to visit you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not going to be put to death in the same way. When it's the time for that appointed time. You know what I'm saying? Some people going to die to the sword, or you know, modern day gun. You know what I'm saying? War, or whatever the Lord has appointed to you for you to be, uh, um, stabbed, or whatever it may be, or shot, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? That's by into the sword, and by the death. They could put you to death by hanging. You know, or beheading you, or whatever, inject you, with their poison. You know what I'm saying? Like, what like they did for the stab when they stab you with that that inoculation that they created. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people die from that. You know what I'm saying? You've been appointed to that death. You know what I'm saying? But that's also part of Esau Edom's sword too. Him to create these wicked devices that come against you to destroy you. And famine. Some of you gonna uh, die from starvation. You know what I'm saying? And for the captivity, a lot of people going to be taken into FEMA camps, in these last days, and they're going to be tortured. You know what I'm saying? But that's been, the Lord has appointed unto you, already knowing, and I will appoint over them four kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Yeah, and that's how the Lord going to use, animals too. You know what I'm saying? In these times, in the coming into the last days, in the times of Jacob's trouble, you're going to get devoured by the beasts of the field. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot that's been appointed so many people to be judged. Because uh, the Lord's going to put the spirit, on in these animals as well, to tear people apart. But that's part of the judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord has put forth. He that's that spirit of vengeance that He's going to place upon him. We're going to get that here at Ben Sirach or Schiliasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of Him that made them. Yeah, who made these spirits or these animals or whatever? The Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had created spirits, on the righteous spirits and the wicked spirits, on the righteous spirits on the right hand side and the wicked spirit on the left hand side. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has created them, and they appease the wrath of Him that made them. He made them. You know what I'm saying? So they do as the Lord has instructed. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord's going to send these spirits out or put these spirits upon these animals, to attack many people and to receive their judgment. You know what I'm saying? Where knowing fire and hell and famine and death, all these are created for vengeance. Yeah, and that's the vengeance of the Lord. The Lord is upset, you know what I'm saying, with Babylon the Great, because the wickedness has, reached the heavens, and the Lord's going to bring the judgment. He's going to bring hell fire down, with through the chariots and the missiles that He's going to send up, across the world. These continental ballistic missiles, if I said that right. You know what I'm saying? So He's going to send these missiles from these other heathen nations to destroy this place as part of the judgment. You know what I'm saying? That spirit that He's going to place upon the people to push that button. He's going to place His spirit in those missiles so that they don't miss, that they're going to hit the target. You know what I'm saying? And He's also placing His spirit among Jake to go against Esau Edom, because they're going to be race wars, nation against nation or whatnot. And then, the spirit on these beasts in these last days, to bring judgment. It's going to be wicked out here in the Jacob's trouble. The Lord's going to, show you who He truly is. You know what I'm saying? He's going to show you the horns of this devil. Let Him show you He's, the wicked of the earth that, what I'm saying, that He created to be, to bring, judgment forth. And the Lord's going to show you who He is, you know what I'm saying, when He take this devil out. You know what I'm saying? For the wickedness that He's done amongst the earth and for what He done to His people. Renewing teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Yeah, and that's what we just read in Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? The wild beasts and these people and so the wild beasts and and the sword. You know what I'm saying? And famine. You know what I'm saying? The all things of appointed judgment by Yahweh Shema Shai. That's what He uses. To bring His wrath, to bring His judgment upon. You know what I'm saying? So um, He's gonna kill you with the sword. He's gonna kill you with the teeth of wild beasts. And He's gonna kill you with famine. You know what I'm saying? For those that have been appointed to die in those ways, because the Lord says if you go to Ezekiel 9, what I'm saying, the Lord He beginning at His sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? 2/3, they got to get judged. You know what I'm saying? And He sends the angel out to slay them. You know what I'm saying? Whether you old or young, men or women, the Lord is not going to spare anyone, that He's appointed to be judged, of His own people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to get judged, and there's going to be different ways of judgment. Some going to die by, the sword. Some are going to die by the, famine. Some are going to die by, the teeth of wild beasts. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Lord has appointed, unto them, you know, for their judgment. And this is 2 Peter 2:9, which reads, "The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations," and that's the elect of the nation of Israel. The Lord's going to deliver them out of, temptation, and reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Yeah, and the unjust is the 2/3 of the wicked, um, of our people. You know what I'm saying? That are going to be receive judgment. You know what I'm saying? Uh, in the day of judgment, they're going to be punished. You know what I'm saying? For their wickedness, and also the heathen nations as well. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is reserving them and keeping them alive for a time so they can receive their judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's been appointed unto them at the hands of Yahweh Shema Shai. But that's pretty much it. I hope it's less of edifying. I just want to say, Kohola Yahweh Shema Shai, Kwama Shirala, Abba Bor, and Shalom.